Hello and welcome. Great viewers all over the world, wherever you're watching me from, I thank you so much for joining me on this episode. I appreciate you wherever you're connecting from. If you're joining me from any part of the world, I say thank you very much for your contribution to the channel. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much. And remember, in this channel, we do not talk against people, neither do we preach hate speech, but we are bringing information to your doorstep. There are so many information that will elude us because we are too busy or because of one thing or the other. I make research to get these videos to bring it to your doorstep. You watch the video. After watching, you can go to the comment section and put down your comments. It is for educational purpose. It is for us to get informed. It is not to demonize anybody or to talk down on anybody, but to set the record straight. Because the conventional media most times cannot do everything for us. They can't say it the way we want it. We come on social media, we share these videos, then we go to the comment section and we share our views. Feel free to say it the way you feel it. Nobody's going to attack you. Nobody's going to come against you. Just express yourself. That is what we are doing on this channel. And we'll continue to bring news and information, more especially news about Nigeria, Africa, and the world as well, in general. We'll bring it to your doorstep for you to know what is actually going on. If you stick to us, you will never be left behind. You will be updated and you will know what is going on. That is why we are here. Thank you so much for joining. Let us watch this video. Watch it patiently from beginning to the end. I will bet you will not regret you did. Let's watch.
Now, footage has shown the moment that the Reverend Father James Anelu, the parish priest of the Holy Trinity Catholic Church, Ewowa, in Ikorodu, Lagos, Nigeria, banned Igbo songs in his parish, arguing that the excesses of Igbo must be contained. Now, the Catholic Archbishop of Lagos, Alfred Martins, in a disclaimer to that decision, directed the priest to proceed on an indefinite leave of absence. So it was learned that he had angrily stopped the soul lifting chorus during the second collection, noting that the Igbo'S cannot keep dominating other people in his Catholic parish. In fact, one of the videos from the scene showed where the church members revolting shortly after he announced the ban, and then, this led to some chaos in the church. The priest stood his ground, however, and threatened members with the wrath of God, and also told them that if he goes to Ikorodu and starts speaking Yoruba, that the people would stone him. Now, quite honestly, this story has been received with so many harsh reactions. I mean, he tried to even narrate an incident where he went for a burial mass in the southeast, and he was denied the chance to say the mass because he cannot speak Igbo. And then he went on to ask why Igbos will be singing Igbo songs in a church in Lagos, and then questioned if the plan is to drive other tribes away from the church, claiming that the Spirit of God recognizes only geographical languages of the parish. Obviously, the parish head had to basically suspend him because he felt his reactions were very, very tribalistic, and it just does not in any way support the morals that the church is trying to push forward.
Okay, very quickly, let me take that on. I think this is an unfortunate development because the church is supposed to be a place of unity, not a place of division. And what the Christian doctrine says is that, the scriptures speak to all languages among the Gentiles, among the communities of the world. So it's unfortunate that you have a Reverend Father, Peter Anelu, who is now, trying to say you cannot speak Igbo or sing in Igbo in the church over which you preside. Unfortunately, Igbos constitute the majority of persons of the Catholic faith in Nigeria. And there are many parts of Lagos. This happened in Ikorodu. So Ikorodu is between East Lagos State, where you have, people of Igbo extraction. So if you look at the demographics of that church, it is possible that there are possibly, more Igbos in that church, and they sing Igbo songs. Now, if you look at even other churches that are in basically Yoruba or some other ethnic group locations, these days, in these churches, people sing in any language. Even if they don't understand it, they dance to the rhythm. And I think it's because the priest is bringing politics to the church, ethnic politics, the politics of division to the church. That's why the Catholic Archbishop of Lagos acted swiftly and sent him on suspension. The second part of it is, of course, that it is very sensitive. Igbo'S feel marginalized in this country, not just in politics, in other ways. Many Igbo analysts insist that the civil war has not yet ended. So to carry the civil war to a place of worship, that in itself is scandalous. And I hope that the Catholic Church will see the need to offer an explanation in terms of how this particular priest has been subjected to due process within the disciplinary protocols of the Catholic Church itself. And then the third point, of course, is to note that, look, this Christian religion was inherited from the colonialists who brought the Bible. They gave us the Bible, they took away our resources. Now, that Christian religion and the mode of worship had been adapted over the years. Once upon a time in the Catholic Church, they spoke only Latin. But the church evolved in the colonies, and they started speaking in other languages. Even the Anglican denomination and other denominations, once upon a time, they were not using local songs. They were not drumming. The Anglican church was not organizing vigils. But when the Pentecostal churches began to take away the congregation from these traditional churches, they too adapted. They too started giving out white handkerchiefs. Okay? Nobody has misbehaved over that. So even the mode of worship is an evolving process. So I think this Reverend Father Anelu, in his education, and it's good that the Catholic Church of Lagos acted swiftly before he disperses the flock. And that was why his instruction, he was saying that if they sing Igbo songs, they will incur the wrath of God. Where is that written? In the Catholic doctrine. This is, those people they call end-time pastors. There is one famous one, Mommy Gio. So you see, some other pastors are beginning to emulate the example of Mommy Gio. They are the ones who know when God is angry or when God is happy. So I think there must be more discipline in the church, whether it is Pentecostal or it is the traditional, churches.
Well, just because this case involves tit for tat, I will actually comment on it. The fact of the matter is it appears that the Reverend Father is feeling a misplaced sense of anger. He was offended at being banned from participating in the manner that he wanted to because he does not speak Igbo, and he's taking out that anger on his Igbo congregants, which is completely wrong for him to have done. And it's very important that the Catholic Church stepped in, because what the Church is interested in, really, is building a unified body of Christ, not for anybody to be so divisive. The fact of the matter is he made a really incendiary comment, and I do think that whatever disciplinary measures are taken will be in order. People love to worship in their mother tongue. They love it. And if you have churches all over the country that ensure that you have songs in different mother tongues to appeal to the different demographics within their church. You have people worshiping, you have your Yoruba gospel songs being played, you have Hausa, you have Igbo, you have all kinds of languages. And the fact is, as Dr. Abati has said, you don't even have to understand the language of a song to fall in love with it. You have the Igbo gospel songs. I haven't the foggiest idea what they're talking about, but I love those songs because they move you on some level. And it even just goes to the success of Afrobeats music internationally. Half of the audience don't have a clue what they're singing about, but they enjoy the music. So it's really unfortunate that from the pulpit you have this kind of rhetoric. We see it all the time. We see it in politics. We see it on social media. Well, those who use social media see it on social media. I don't use social media. But you go to the church for a sanctuary. Imagine being an Igbo congregant in that church. What a slap in the face to not even be accepted in your church of all places. So yeah, I'm completely in support of the fact that he's been disciplined.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have learned something from what you have just watched in the video. Let us go to the comment section and put down our comments from what you have just watched. Let us try to make a sense out of every nonsense that we have seen and watched and heard. Let us make a sense out of it. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you again next time. Remember blessed.
you.